Leave the capital city, the only real city in Gabon, and you'll find yourself in a vast and largely undiscovered paradise of white sandy beaches, dense jungle, raging rivers, and pristine landscapes. In 2003, 10% of the country was dedicated as protected land and 13 national parks were created to conserve this last Eden. Gabon is unique among its equatorial African neighbors. Today we share the top 10 best things to do in Gabon so you can plan a trip and experience all the exciting attractions and activities this beautiful city has to offer. Starting with number 10, Libreville. Roughly 1/3 of Gabon's inhabitants live in Libreville. It stands as the country's capital and only real city to speak of. Because of an influx of oil money, you'll find paved roads, clean streets, unbelievable restaurants, surprisingly good French wine, casinos, and gated communities. But Libreville's foundation has a vibrant African heartbeat, complete with the overcrowded, chaotic, and oh-so-fun markets, close-knit communities, and gorgeous coastline. At number 9 is the Loango National Park. The crown jewel in the 13 national park system is undoubtedly Loango. One of Africa's best safari experiences is waiting for you here. The park has lush landscape and fantastic wildlife. You'll find almost 200 kilometers of uninhabited shoreline, making Loango one of the last fully wild coastal areas. The park has forest, lagoons, wetlands, and savannas. At number 8, Pongara. The almost 900 square kilometers of Pongara National Park were select because of the diverse landscape there. Forest, mangrove flats, beach, and savanna. It's incredibly accessible and home to tons of bird species, including the threatened Damara terns. The forests are filled with monkeys, duiker, buffalo, elephants, and chimpanzees. Pongara Point, the beach area of the park where the estuary connects to the ocean, is home to endangered leatherback turtles. At number 7, Ivindo National Park. Perhaps the most remote of all the national parks, Ivindo is also one of the most important in all of Central Africa for the work being done for biodiversity conservation. The river is the main feature of the area, running through the rainforest and creating an unbelievable series of rapids and waterfalls. There are adventure packages that will allow you to camp in the rainforest and around the falls, as well as enjoy a pirogue lesson and day excursion on the river. At number 6 in our list, Réserve de la Lopé. Smack dab on the equatorial is Réserve de la Lopé, complete with savanna, rolling hills, and rainforest where it's possible to see buffalo, elephants, gorillas, and mandrills. This national park was originally a reserve created in the 1940s after the Okanda Wildlife Reserve was established. It's now a designated UNESCO World Heritage Site. You'll find a research station there run by the Zoological Society of London. At number 5, Lastoursville. Known as Lozo by the locals, Lastoursville is a sleepy little town on the banks of the Aga River. The town itself is not remarkable, it's the surrounding area that has all the highlights. The biggest attraction is undoubtedly the caves near Lastoursville, just an hour's walk from the town center. At number 4, Point Denis. Point Denis is popular primarily because tourism development hasn't reached there yet. Though it's a quick boat ride from Libreville, it feels like another world. The beach runs for several kilometers and ends where the Pongara National Park begins. The laid-back town has comfortable restaurants, small boutique hotels, and great water sports. On the western side of the island you'll find only locals and a wilder coastline. At number 3 in our list, Fernan Vaz Lagoon. The highlight of the Agu Maritime region is the Fernan Vaz Lagoon. Named for the Portuguese explorer who found it in the 15th century, the area is engaged in a number of conservation efforts. On Gorilla Island, the Fernan Vaz Gorilla Project, PGFA, runs a sanctuary and reintroduction center. There are 2 gorillas living there now who help to educate visitors on the plight of these magnificent animals. At number 2, Minkébé National Park. Traveling to Minkébé is a bit tricky, but well worth the effort. Another of the more inaccessible parks, the World Wildlife Fund, WWF, is working in the area to promote conservation efforts. Home to gorillas, elephants, leopards, cheetahs, and isolated traditional ethnic groups, WWF focuses attention on alternative forms of income for the locals, including artistic endeavors. The WWF reports that the elephant population here is probably the largest in all of Africa. Check out the number 1 places in our list, Makokou and Kongou Falls. Makokou is the capital of the Ivindo region and the gateway to Kongou Waterfalls, Gabon's own version of Niagara Falls. Located inside Ivindo National Park, Kongou is definitely a must-see with a 60-meter drop and great spiritual significance to the local people. The village of Makokou is rather isolated but does have air, rail, and river access. Pygmies live in the forest surrounding the village, and using the village as a base camp gives you great opportunities to interact with the locals. Now it's time to hear from you. What's your favorite things to do in Gabon? Is there something we missed? Let us know in the comments section below, and don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe to Greenable if you haven't already. Click the bell icon to stay updated on all our latest content.